The fifth day in the month of September 2025. And again, thank God Almighty, it's Friday. You know, Friday is usually very interesting, okay? Always interesting. Welcome, everyone. My name is Jude. Ikami Jude, and I'm here because you're there. Okay, I've got just about 5 newspapers to flip through for you this morning. That is Vanguard, Sun, Punch, Daily Trust, and of course, Daily Post newspaper. Okay, Rafa will join me after dishing out the headlines, and then the big headlines, and then Dr. Peter Anosike will also be with me this morning to look at the headlines together. Okay, so everyone, I urge you to get to YouTube. Let's do this together on YouTube. Just drop a comment for me. I want to get there to read. I will be reading comments from YouTube this morning. Okay, it's Friday, and of course, thank God Almighty. Again, it's Friday. Now to Vanguard newspaper. Police invite El-Rufai, ADC leaders over alleged conspiracy and incitement. Yes, that's what we hear. Police are inviting El-Rufai and of course ADC leaders over alleged conspiracy and of course incitement. Well, it's okay. Let me dish you more now. Politics fraught with betrayals. Who is saying this? Good luck, Ebele Jonathan. Opposition mounts against federal government's 5% tax on petrol and diesel. Yes, I'll take that again. Opposition mounts against federal government's 5% tax on petrol and diesel. Nigeria's politics fraught with betrayals, says Jonathan. Edun links economic reforms to better health financing. Kano advertising agency set target to generate 5 billion naira by end of 2027. Kano advertising agency set target to generate 5 billion naira by end of 2027. Kano Assembly to prioritize program-based budgeting in 2026 fiscal year. Army storms terror hotspots, recovers 158 cattle, and forces ISWAP to surrender. 15 dead as Congo confirms new Ebola outbreak. Police nab suspected kidnapper of 100-year-old man in Taraba. Troops kill 13 Boko Haram terrorists in Borno. Failed ambush. Troops kill 13 Boko Haram terrorists in Borno. Failed ambush. Police smoke out jailbreak escapee. Cult lord thugs in Mina crackdown. Okay. Let's check up some more now. Nigerians' politics fraught with betrayals. Good luck, Jonathan is repeating that this morning. And revenue target means nothing without impact on people's lives. Peter Obi to Tinubu. Revenue targets mean nothing at all without impact on the people's lives, says Peter Gregory Obi. And he's telling Tinubu this morning. PDP presidential ticket. Why I oppose zoning. Olawipo Hashim speaking here. And then, let's see, 2027, nothing can stop Tinubu's re-election, says Jibrin. Why Nigeria's resources don't go round, says Oshibajo. Ebonyi bans graduation ceremonies for nursery and primary schools. Beautiful one again. Yes, Ebonyi bans graduation ceremonies for nursery and primary school. Graduating to where now? Huh? They're just looking for how to rake money. so that teachers can share, school owners can. If you're a school owner, I'm sorry, but that's just the truth. Okay. Graduation that we know is SS3. Yeah, when you're out of that, when you're graduating from SS3, we know, you're going to another, like within the school, you are graduating. Don't understand. Okay. I have to create state police, says Tinubu. FCCPC issues regulations to tackle digital lending abuses. Okay, now let's visit the Sun newspaper now quickly. Everyone, the Sun is next. Federal government considers new constitution, regional system as Nwachukwu renews call for true federalism. Federal government considers new constitution, regional system as Nwachukwu renews call for true federalism. My own opinion is this will take place, if at all, after 2027. New constitution, okay. Regional system now. Intervene in Osun local government impasse. NYCN urges Tinubu. And then Osun Algon accuses CBN of replacing civil servants, with APC members as signatories to local government bank accounts. Osun Algon accuses CBN of replacing civil servants with APC members as signatories to local government bank accounts. Incumbent legislators more corrupt than predecessors, says Oshibajo. These current legislators are more corrupt, fantastically corrupt. What is that name again? Can I remember? Than the predecessors. Obasanjo is the one speaking. Federal government considers new constitution, regional system as Nwachukwu renews call for true federalism. Okay, let's see some more now. Intervene in Osun local government impasse. NYCN urges Tinubu. Edo PDP government in war of words over alleged dereliction of duty and others. Gombe 2027. APC politics of secession. APC politics of secession. Southeast, South as PDP's new battleground. Damara ex-deputy governor dumps PDP for APC in Gombe. Wike can't dictate for us. Cross River PDP caucus speaking. Let's check up Punch now. Punch newspaper is next. Yes. PDP, Okwebolo, clash over foreign trips. 4.2 billion naira SUVs. PDP, Okwebolo, clash over foreign trips. 4.2 billion naira SUVs. INEC confirms 2.8 million registered voters for Anambra poll. 2.8 million registered voters for Anambra poll. Panic as 5 bodies found along Lagos River bank. 5 bodies. Okay. Messi, this is a sports story anyway. Messi hits brace as Uruguay, Colombia, Paraguay qualify for 2026 World Cup. Messi hits brace as Uruguay, Colombia, Paraguay qualify for 2026 World Cup. Trump rebrands Defense Department as Department of War. No longer Defense Department anymore. It's now Department of War. Oh God. Afenifere Northern leaders demand state police amidst delays. Afenifere Northern leaders demand state police amid delays. Panic as 5 bodies found along Lagos riverbanks or riverbank 1. Osun Algon challenges CBN over local government account signatories. On CBT, WAEC mandates 250 computers CCTV for participating schools. Train derailment sparks NRC reorganization. And then new parties seeking INEC registration surge to 171. New parties that wants to be registered, 171. Okay. Police summon El-Rufai, 6 ADC leaders over criminal conspiracy allegations. 2027. Ex-minister predicts Tinubu's victory in Southeast, downplays Obi's influence. Adeleke downplays anti-party allegations against deputy. Nothing is stopping Tinubu from winning 2027 election, Jibrin predicts. Kwankwanso still open to joining APC, says Jibrin. Okay. From Punch newspaper, I'll take you quickly to Daily Thrust. Check your time now, 7:12 a.m. Now, Daily Thrust. On tax law, Nigerians to pay additional 45 naira per liter of petrol. That's how Daily Trust is putting it. Yeah. Nigerians to pay additional 45 naira per liter of petrol. Sultan seeks quick action to end insecurity. And then, as federal government issues fresh flood alert, Taraba community submerged already. Kano CSOs demand probe of financial scandals involving government officials. PDP, Okwewolo, Bika, over 4.2 billion naira SUVs for commissioner nominees and others. Commissioner nominees or SUVs. Stop using violence to silence opposition, ADC cautions APC. 10 die in Enugu road crashes. Alright, 4 more to go here. Ex-soldiers resume protest over unpaid entitlements. Police summon El-Rufai, top ADC chieftains in Kaduna. Jonathan, how I was betrayed in 2015. The man is now coming out to give an account of everything, how he was betrayed in 2015. Okay. DHQ orders protesting as soldiers to vacate finance ministry's headquarters. You see how it's live be. DHQ is now ordering protesters, ex-soldiers, ordering them to vacate, get out of, the finance ministry's headquarters. I worked for you, you stabbed me. Or what do they call this? As well. Let's now check up Daily Post finally before we join Rufai Hussaini. Police summon El-Rufai, 7 other ADC leaders for questioning. No much difference. Security expert rates Tinubu's governance low on security. And then army orders protesting as soldiers to vacate finance ministry headquarters. Daily Post is also having this story. Unpaid benefits, retired military pensioners picket finance ministry. PDP accuses the Edo government of squandering 4.2 billion naira, abandoning of governance for foreign trips. Okpebolo is now going around, going on foreign trips almost every time. It's okay. INEC's technical glitches has given Nigeria vacation. President DeLong. Okay. INEC's technical glitches has given Nigeria's vacation president. This is DeLong speaking. CSOs demand probe over alleged multi-billionaire financial scandal involving Kano government officials. Abia government sacks 6 civil servants for salary pardon. Clears one. And then to Ondo State now, Aida Tiwa leaves us with 4 millionaire from 600 millionaire FAC allocations. Ondo local government chairman is the one speaking. Aida Tiwa leaves us with about only 4 millionaire from 600 millionaire FAC allocations. Ondo local government chairman speaking. Chairman, yes. 4 million. FAC. This local government thing in Nigeria. I don't know. Someone was saying they should just scrap local government area. Let's just know that these guys are no longer there. Whoever is battling to be local government chairman now is just fighting to be, an errand boy to that governor as well. End unconstitutional deportation of our citizens now. Kano government knocks FCTA. Wike flags off distribution of 550 metric tons of subsidized fertilizers to Abuja farmers. No distraction can stop Tinubu, APC chairman. Kaduna police violating constitution. El-Rufai reacts to summon over ADC meeting. Kano lawmaker Dogua alleges persistent attacks on APC members as police invites suspects. I was betrayed by many politicians. Good luck, Ebele Jonathan. Local Government Commission suspends NULGE election over violence in Edo. And then finally here, Rafa attacking Tinubu over appointment. Zamfara APC chairman is the one speaking here. Rafa attacking Tinubu over appointment. Zamfara APC chairman speaking. Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Everyone, we go join Rufai Hussaini, and when we return, Dr. Peter Anosike will be with us. Let's join Rufai Hussaini now.
Right, a couple of stories making the rounds this morning. I think the very first story is the fact that Dauda Lawal, the governor of Zamfara State, is saying that he sees where all the bandits are and he can fight and take them out if given the chance. So the question we should ask is, if Governor Dauda has that kind of intelligence, where is the government support that's going to help him in taking out the bandits? Because I remember, for just 5 polling units in Zamfara State, the government packed a lot of battalions of soldiers, military and all of that, just for an election for 5 polling units. But we can't see that same level of battalion to be able to come and fight bandits in that state. And you wonder, the politicization of all of this that we are looking at, including state police. Yes, I support state police, but the question is, what are the measures are we going to put in place to be able to ensure that once we have state police, it doesn't now become a matter of who is it going to favor? Because we have also seen the way the political class acts and behaves in this country. I mean, they do not behave in a way that is dignifying. They are constantly about themselves and their own position, and it's about what is in it for them. So we have to look at all of these issues and look at it effectively, because if we don't look at it effectively, we don't move anywhere as a nation. So we would also like to ask President Tinubu, yes, you are going to do state police, very instructing and all of that. Hope it will not be politicized. And speaking of state police, almost every state has an architecture. Like the Southwest State, they have a Moteco, which is a form of state police that cuts across the Southwest region. In fact, they even signed it into law. And you also have, Shege Kafasa in parts of the north, Ibubeagu in parts of the east and the likes. So we need to think of it well. But also, we need to also ask questions. There have been allegations made by Governor Dauda about the current Minister of Defense, Matawale, saying he has links to some of these bandits. And those allegations are there in public clear. In fact, Matawale has denied them. The question is, what is the investigation into those allegations? Because you see, if a governor of a state, a chief security officer of a state, is making very strong allegations against the deputy minister of defense, saying that, or the minister of state for defense, saying that he has links to the people that are causing mayhem in the states, and we have not investigated or scrutinized the matter to a logical conclusion, then what kind of country do we want? So these are the questions we should be able to ask, and ask effectively, for the furtherance of the country. Secondly, there are fears because some parts of Dangote refinery will be looked at and shut down for repairs. So there are fears that might also cause a glut in the oil market. And it's a story that we're watching and we're looking at and we're seeing, but the authorities are calling that there's no cause for alarm. The other marketers are saying that they're going to create a lot of buffers, that it's not going to cause any challenges as such, that they're going to be buffers as regards the state of play of things like that. So, we can look at it and look at it effectively, and also try as much as possible to ensure that we have a stable supply this period. And it's something we must look at. There's a story around the Korodu that says that there are floating bodies on the river, that bodies are floating out of the river. And it's a very sad one. And it's reflective of the state of play of our country. So we should look at that story. I mean, we have been hearing cases of many killings here and there, murders, and the fact that our society is unsafe. So, I mean, these are things we should look at. El-Rufai, that is being now invited and summoned by the police for public disturbances. Is this political? See, I'm not saying I subscribe to everything El-Rufai is doing, but El-Rufai had his own political meeting that was disrupted by thugs. Till today, the police have not got the perpetrators and the thugs to book. What are they doing to summon El-Rufai? Is it because he said that payments were being made to bandits? I think what we should just ask El-Rufai to do is to be able to provide his facts that payments were being made to bandits. So why summoning over criminal, palaver? When his own rally was disrupted, when his own political meeting was disrupted, who brought the perpetrators to book? And you see, these are the problems we also say about the police force. Why this selective thing? Till today, the Nigerian police, when somebody made threats, when MC Oluomo made threats in the elections during the speech, did the police summon him? Wasn't it the same police that came out and was defending him live on TV? So that's the kind of country we live in. Is it because El-Rufai now is in opposition? And that's why people talking about this, the fact that governors are not chief security officers of their state, they can't really do much. You see, the country is so politicized to the extent that it is only when you are not in agreement with the president at the center, that's when police will not obey you. The same governors that are saying, no, they can't provide security in their state, they are just chief security officer in name. If they are in alignment with the center, they use the same police force to perpetrate all sorts of atrocities against those that oppose them in their states. And we all know it and we all see it. But when they are not in alignment with the center, that's when the problem starts. So we must be able to look at these matters critically if we want this country to grow. Please, in calling for state police, we should also call for regulations around it before political office holders now turn it to their own jamboree. And congratulations to our Muslim brothers on their celebration today. The Eid al-Maulud, the birth of the Prophet. We pray that it's going to bring peace and unity to all of us in our country, and pray that all the things we're looking for, and God will do it for us. Again, President Tinubu has gone for another 10 working days. So you can be counting how many times President Tinubu has left the country. This time around, it's going to be in the UK and France for another 10 working days. When somebody says 10 working days, 5 working days here, 5 working days there, that's about 2 weeks. But obviously, he's not going to transmit power He's going to put forward the 21-day lacuna that as long he's not out for over 21 days. So we keep seeing all of this. The other day was in St. Lucia. He just came from Brazil. He just came from Japan. I mean, gone are the days in this country where leaders will have holiday and they will celebrate their holiday within the country. So if President Tinubu keeps preaching about tourism, and is the number one citizen, somebody will have thought that holidays like this, maybe they try to build a presidential camp up the Obudu cattle ranch. Somebody will have thought that at least we can have a presidential holiday place. But we keep preaching tourism, people should come to Nigeria, but the number one citizen goes to France, goes to UK. And I know some of his supporters, what they will say is that, hey, give you another Nigeria elites go to the UK and France. You see, some of his supporters are so funny to the extent that they feel that private citizens are public citizens. So because somebody criticized President Tinubu, the next day they will say, hey, what about you? Maybe you also go to the UK for holiday. I'm a private citizen. I can go anywhere. I'm not number one man in the country. But you, as a number one man in the country, anything you say or do is optics to the country. So we must be careful the kind of optics we are showing. If the number one man keeps going around, why can't President Tinubu say, okay, see, I want to be picking various, areas in this country for my holidays. I want to be picking various areas. Take, for instance, maybe this holiday he goes to cattle ranch. And maybe when he comes back, he talks about Obudu Cattle Ranch and say, oh, I spent my holiday in Obudu Cattle Ranch. Or he goes to Yankari Game Reserve and say, this was where I spent my holiday and all of that. So, I mean, it's just to be able to boost tourism, but some people will say otherwise. And the Tribune newspaper has fact-checked President Tinubu for saying that when he came in, he met Naira at 1,900 in dollar. That's not true. Naira was 400 or something on the official market. And on the black market, it was over 700. So I don't know where President Tinubu saw the fact that he met Naira at that rate when he came in. And President Goodluck Jonathan is saying something very apt this morning. He said, oh, he was betrayed, that Nigerian politicians are betrayers and liars. The question is it today you are just knowing? If Nigerian politicians tell you good morning, go and look at it, it's probably good night. So it's not today. We constantly know that all they do is to betray people, not being straightforward, being very one-sided, being very wonky and the like. So, I mean, those are the hallmark of a Nigerian politician, and we're not surprised. And that's why, for those that are pushing Goodluck Jonathan, I'm sure he knows better. Because all of those that are saying, run, hope he knows that they are not going to be there for him. They will push him in and leave him there. So
are you there?
if he's smart, his teaching time saves 9.
Thank you so much, Rufai Oseni, for that analysis. Okay, everyone, like I always say, feel free to join the conversation. It promises to be very robust this morning. Okay, very, very robust this morning. In fact, don't worry. Let me not tell you something yet until I have Dr. Peter Anosike seated here with me. He's going to be joining me just right now. But then let you know that you can join the conversation. I'm going to be reading messages on YouTube this morning. All right. So I urge you to just go to YouTube and join the conversation. All right. Get to your search bar and type VOP 90.3 FM. All right. VOP 90.3 FM on YouTube, and you're just there. If you want to call me from outside Nigeria, feel free. Yeah. The number is 081. That's on WhatsApp again. Okay. 081 717 56338. 081 717 56338. That's the WhatsApp number, okay? Yes, that's a WhatsApp number. several information that I want to dish out this morning. Now, I'm sure everyone is now ready and aware of the 5% tax on petrol. I don't know those who bought petrol already. I don't know what it's like. I mean, Nigeria, their matter is different. And they say make it start next year. Some will start yesterday. That's what it is. That's why it has to do with money. These guys are very, very ready. But then we'll look at that again. I just want to give you, tidbits of something you should expect this morning. And away from that, we'll also be looking at the fact that the federal government is considering a very new constitution. That's what we hear. A very, very new constitution, and of course, a regional system that we've been talking about all these while. It's courtesy, Machuku is renewing calls, for true federalism. And aside that, we'll also be going to the southeast, because southeast now is now the battleground. As we prepare for 2027 election, southeast, and of course, south is now PDP's new battleground. That's what we hear. And aside that, Afenifere northern leaders are demanding state police, and they're saying you're delaying this thing. No, Mr. President, you're delaying it so much. And of course, let me also let you know that as regards 2027, a former minister is predicting Tinubu's victory in the southeast and is downplaying Obi's influence in, of course, the entire southeast. He's saying that Tinubu is going to beat Peter Obi hands down in the entire southeast. But then Dr. Peter Anosike would help us look at those stories and so much more, so we get to understand. Dr. Peter Anosike, good to have you join us in the studio. It's Friday today.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for coming. First of all, I want to begin with the fact that the president is out of the country. Yes. But then, former Kaduna Central Senator Shehu Sani has faulted the president's description of President Bola Tinubu's trip to Europe as a working vacation. That's what we hear. They say it's a working vacation. Now, hear what he said. In his tweet, he quoted it. He said, I understand the word working. I understand the word vacation. The sentence, working vacation, is something I don't understand. Peter must hear, do you understand?
Well, it's part of their deception. It's part of APC's way of deceiving Nigerians. How can you be working and on vacation at the same time?
Working vacation.
So for me, it is only journalists that does that. Because as a journalist, if you are on leave and you see something that is news, that can make news, you can send it to the office. Understand? Not you going there. I met this thing, it is newsworthy, but not a politician. So this is their own, one of their ways of deceiving the people. This is one of their ways of deceiving other people. Mind you, there has never been one full month that Tinubu is in the country. That's full 30 days that he doesn't go from one country to the other. He had never spent one full month in this country since May 29, 2023.
The president had announced that the presidency had announced that Tinubu has departed Abuja, yesterday, September 4th, to begin his 2025 annual leave in Europe. According to a statement by Bayo Onanuga, special advisor to the president on information and strategy, the vacation will last 10 working days. The statement added that Tinubu will spend the period between France and the United Kingdom before returning to Nigeria, France, United Kingdom, and all of that.
That is the inferiority complex that I keep on saying. Does the American presidents do their vacation outside America? The last time that Joe Biden was on leave, he spent it in state of Delaware. That's his own state. So, does the Prime Minister of Britain spend his vacation in another country? The answer is no. So these are people who are promoting their country. Why must Nigeria president go to another country to spend his vacation? Why the president of that country doesn't spend his own vacation in another country? So for me, it is inferiority complex.
But that's America. People will say, America, where you won't go? Donald Trump visit Nigeria for what?
So that's what I'm talking about, inferiority complex. So that thing that is making you go there to spend your vacation, why don't you build it in Nigeria? We have Obudu, which is where a president can comfortably spend his vacation. Understand? The cattle ranch in Obudu is better than some of the sites in Europe. But it is that inferiority complex that's causing this. So, a true leader of a country shouldn't be going to another country to spend his vacation. So, for me, it is very, very wrong.
Just like the former Minister of Sports, Solomon Dalong, has criticized, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's departure to Europe for a working vacation. Dalong described Tinubu as a vacation president, pronounced by INEC's technical glitches.
Well, that's true. It is a fact.
Oh,
I say he has always been on vacation. He has never spent one full month, 30 complete days in Nigeria. And if he goes abroad, he comes back empty-handed. So it means it is vacation that he is always going.
but in all of this, some person will tell you the president has a right to do anything he wants to do. He has a right to relax anywhere in the world. He's not forced to sit in Nigeria.
It is not in the Constitution. It is not in the American Constitution that the American president must spend his vacation in America. It is not in their Constitution, but they do it. It is not in the even though Britain don't have a written Constitution, but they still spend their vacation in their country. They still have their medications in their country.
Okay.
So that thing that is taking you outside your own country, put it in your country. That thing that is taking you outside Nigeria, if it's a holiday resort, understand? Whatever, put it in your country and be spending. That shows pride.
You mentioned constitution, and I also want to bring out something. There's an information I see here that has to do with the constitution. The president yesterday restated his administration's commitment to constitutional reforms and economic restructuring, disclosing that very soon Nigeria would have a new constitution. Do you believe that would you take that? Very soon,
am I supposed to
Nigeria
be happy?
Would have a new constitution?
Am I supposed to be happy?
What do you mean?
Because what they are amending is not what will benefit Nigerians, but what will benefit them. The sections of the Constitution that they are amending is not what will benefit the Nigerian people. It is what will benefit them. So there are relevant things that we need in our constitution. That is like a electoral reform. That is what we need. Understand? Putting that IREV, that result must be posted to the IREV. Understand? Let it become a constitutional.
Okay.
Let it become mandatory.
Okay.
So it is not what Nigerian masses want that they are doing. So For me,
So you're seeing ahead that these guys will not do the bid.
they will only do what will help them to remain in power. So I'm not impressed at all.
Aside the new constitution, they're talking about regional system. And some will tell you it won't come, if at all, after 2027 or 2031.
This man just wants to look good to the people that he has already offended. He knows that Nigerians are not happy with what they are seeing as we speak. Instead of, I keep on saying it, the declaration, what Tinubu would have done on May 29, 2023, is we are going to restructure this country. Instead of saying subsidy is gone, what will have won on the heart of Nigerians is that we are going to restructure this country. Because this is what he has been fighting all the years that he was in the opposition. Restructuring. He went to court many times that Nigeria must be restructured. Now you are now in the position to restructure the country. You are no more talking about restructuring. What you are not saying is constitution. What you are now saying is constitution. No more restructuring. So if he had on May 29, 2023 say we are going to restructure this country, by now what Nigeria would have moved there from point A to point B positively. So for me, these people will condemn when they are in the opposition, but when they get into power, they begin to do worse than what they condemned.
Just like just recently, the former president Olusegun Obasanjo lashed out, or unleashed a scorching attack on incumbent national and state assembly members, describing them as worse than those who served in the first, second, and third republic. He is saying that incumbent legislators more corrupt than predecessors.
For me,
these particular people now, these current ones, are more corrupt.
For me, I see them as adults still suffering from youthful exuberance. Understand? Because when you listen to the kind of arguments that come out of there, it doesn't show maturity at all. It doesn't show maturity at all. Imagine when Choba Okadibo was criticizing Obasanjo of no quotable quotes. Have you heard any quotable quotes, any word on marble from somebody in the Senate? Understand? Have you heard any quotable quotes, any word that you can quote that Nigeria Senate President say? All you hear is I will send prayers to your email. I will send prayers to your email. Understand? Here is not a beer panel. So for me, this a bunch of kindergarten children that are now in our National Assembly.
In Obasanjo's new released book, Nigeria Past and the Future, Contemplations on Nigeria's History and Vision for Tomorrow, Obasanjo accused members of the National Assembly and state assemblies of institutionalizing corruption and placing personal interest above the national development. That's why also I want us to talk about this 5% tax on petrol. Its impact in the economy, in the lives of the average Nigerian.
The truth is that Tinubu knows that he has lost the confidence of Nigerians. So all these are ways of packing money to buy votes in 2027. It's just a way of packing money to buy votes in 2027. Because every day Nigerians are going from one point of suffering to the other. Well, this is what he said when he was running for the election, that he's going to widen the tax net. Understand me? And reduce the purchasing power. So that's exactly what he is going to do. Widening of the tax net and reducing the purchasing power. And it's very, very unfortunate.
5% surcharge. I don't know if that is obtainable somewhere in the world, because we're still talking about the subsidy thing.
What is at our own backyard, not that it is being imported. They say once we begin to refine fuel in Nigeria, Eldorado will come. Nigeria will be better than America. And that he is saving a lot of money by removing subsidy. Where is the money? You are still charging people. You are still punishing people. Because this surcharge is going to increase the transport fares. Because transport owners are going to put this in their fares. Already, Nigerians are complaining of spending a lot of money on transport. With this thing, it's going to increase more.
Petron is even saying, he said that the law, if enforced, could cause its members to close businesses.
I say this thing is going to increase the the cost of transport fares. So all this man has been doing since he became president is punishing Nigerians. And now, knowing that they're not going to vote for him in 2027, he now wants to use money.
Sometimes we ask if if this government considers citizens, because the hardship, the level of hardship already now is something else.
Jude, I've told you that that Tinubu look at Nigerians as customers, not as citizens. And what do you make out of customers? You make profit from them. So Tinubu is seeing Nigerians as his customers and not as citizens. So that's why all this increment is coming. That's why all this increment, because you are increasing everything, but the masses are not getting anything in return.
This wasn't what the president promised Nigerians. He said, let the poor breathe. All of these things he's doing is directly affecting the poor.
That's a phrase that they got from somewhere. Understand? So it doesn't. It's just a phrase. Maybe they had from somewhere and they tell him to say it. It didn't come from his mind. It did not come from his mind. Understand? Just like what Mohammed was saying when Buhari was in power. Don't think of what Nigeria would do for you. Think of what you do for Nigeria. Copying what presidents of other countries have said. Is it not shameful? Why can't you say your own? Let presidents of other countries copy you.
This surcharge thing, this 5% surcharge on petrol and diesel, we start January 1st, 2026.
Which means Nigerians are going to start 2026 under fire.
What?
So, I said it in 2022, if you vote wrongly...
Look at the projection already. Just know that in 2026...
you are going to suffer. And that's simply what it means. That your suffering is going to increase from 2026. That your suffering is going to increase from January 2026. Because the surcharge is going to affect every other thing.
Nobody's talking about electricity. Nobody's talking about food. What's going on?
As we speak, the cheapest bag of rice is selling 80,000 naira in the market. The cheapest. That's the one that the poor eat. Understand me? It's selling at least 80,000 naira per bag. While minimum wage is 70,000 naira, which means all the suffering of a civil servant in a whole month cannot buy a bag of rice. And with this surcharge now, it is going to increase the price of everything in the market. It's going to increase the cost of transport. It's going to increase house rent and so on and so forth. Because what these people would do, when government punish them, they will throw that punishment to the people. That was what happened when they say that the subsidy has been removed. Not begin to increase their house rents in a way to absorb or the shock from the federal government. So in 2026, the suffering is going to increase. So that's simply what it means.
One will be surprised that some persons will still be so in support of this, Mr. President's move, this particular move. You'll be shocked. Some persons will still tell you it's a very good move. Political hallelujah boys everywhere.
Or the one that is disturbing me, just like Bayo Ononoga, he is benefiting. It is those people on the street that are suffering, that are going to feel this heat, that will still be praising him. That will still, so those that are suffering, those that are in the presidency, they are benefiting from it. My concern is the average keke man or Okada man,
of course, yes,
civil servant that are going through hell, that are suffering, and is still supporting him. Maybe because he is his brother. They are from the same ethnic group. He's your brother. You are going to bed without food. Is that not a madness? So for me, I keep on appealing for democratic rebellion of the people. Democratic rebellion of the Nigerian masses. The only power that a citizen has is his vote. So go and get your PVC. You can do that online. Understand? You can get your PVC online. That is the only power that you get. They say that people united cannot be defeated.
Look at insecurity. Okay, just like I mentioned, insecurity. Afenifere and northern leaders are demanding state police. And just yesterday, a group in the north came out to say no. Capital no to state policing. And remember, even the IG says it doesn't want. He's also against the idea of state policing.
Because
so as not to whittle down his powers, right?
It will whittle down his own power. So Nigerians complain. Most Nigerians complain when it is not benefiting them. So when you have a state police, the power of the IG will be reduced by over 50%.
Are we talking about powers here? Are we supposed to be
talking
about powers
selfishness now?
The Nigerian state?
But they don't know that power is to serve the people. It is not for themselves. It is to serve the people. Tinubu was shouting state police when he was the governor of Ondo State. He was championing the fight for state police. But now he has become president. He's no more talking about it.
Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. Let's just delve little into politics. Just two basic stories for the day. Then before we get to open up the studio lines, right? Now let's begin with this particular story. Ex-minister is predicting Tinubu's victory in the southeast and is downplaying Obi's influence. Yes. Former Minister of Communications Adebayo Shitu has expressed confidence that President Tinubu will secure substantial votes, from the southeast in 2027 election. He was speaking on TV. Shitu dismissed suggestions that the so-called Obi factor will dent the president's prospect in the region. He said voters in the southeast were shifting towards the APC already. If you know the amount of votes that will be coming from even the southeast for APC, you will be shocked. Those are his words. What do you think?
For me, Shitu Adebayo Shitu is a Yoruba man. He should focus on his own states, on his own people. He should focus on his own state and on his own people. Just like what Daniel Bawanda said about a month ago, that Tinubu will get over 2.5 million votes from the southeast. Why focus on the southeast? Why is their business with the southeast? Well, it is on radio or on television that he can go and say that thing, or go to Osodema's office in Owerri and say it. He cannot say it on the street in the southeast. Understand me? He cannot say it on the street in the southeast. What has Tinubu done for the southeasterners that they will vote for him? I'm not disputing on the fact that out of every 12, there's a Judas. We know that there are Judas in the southeast. Understand? But I don't see any reason why that is a well-bred southeasterner would vote for Tinubu. I don't see any reason why a good-thinking, a reasonable Igbo man will vote for Tinubu. As a reasonable Igbo man. Understand? Because one, if we start from appointments, Southeast as a whole has only one substantial minister. Only one. Ogun State has 4 substantial ministers. A single state, Ogun. But Southeast as a whole has only one, Dave Omahi. Other ministers, Bianco Ojukwu, Onyagocha, Bianco Ojukwu, that's from Anambra, Onyagocha from Abia. All of them are junior ministers in appointment. Then you heard yesterday that Tinubu has approved 2.9 trillion naira for Lagos State alone. What has he approved for the southeast? So for me, I don't see any reason why any reasonable Igbo man will vote for Tinubu. Any Igbo man that tells me that he's for Tinubu, I will ask him, go and check your DNA. Go check who born you. Because I'm not sure that you are an Igbo man. Any Igbo man that tells me that he's for Tinubu, I will tell him, go and check your DNA. Go find out who born you, because you are not an Igbo man. Understand?
Probably, maybe that would be on personal conviction, you might say.
Then on the premises of his conviction is wrong. You must have self-confidence. Understand me? You must be courageous. You cannot be punishing me and I'll be giving you my mandate. I'll rather not vote. I would rather not vote. If I don't see any other person to vote for apart from Tinubu, I will not vote. If I don't see any other person to vote for apart from Tinubu, I will not vote. And for what he's talking about P2B is like a god to him. All those people that are mentioning P2B are chickens trying to insult an ego, because that's the only comparison, that's comparison I can give between them and P2B. It's like chickens trying to insult an ego, because the character that Obi has, the popularity that Obi has, the credibility that Obi has, even if they die and come back 5 times, they cannot be half of P2B. Understand me? So P2B is the Nelson Mandela that you have in this country. P2B is Bishop Desmond Tutu that you have in this country. Understand? P2B.
Are you saying this because he's an Igbo man?
P2B is.
People would ask.
P2B is like when Sodom and Gomorrah want to be destroyed. God said, if you can find any genuine person, P2B is that genuine person among all the politicians we have in the country. If not P2B, just mention another person. If not P2B, just mention any other person in the country. So, but the issue is this: if you go to the bush and there are 5 trees in that bush, and everybody is throwing stones at one, go near. That is the one that has fruit. So that's why every Tom, Dick, and Harry want to use P2B to shine.
Okay. Peter Anosike, you know what? At this time, I want to have a conversation with. Let's get Nigerians involved in this discussion. Okay, everyone, get ready.
You are listening to your number one station, the Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. Do not touch that dial.
0700 903 903 903. That's the number to call. 0700 903 903 903. WhatsApp 081 717 56338. 081 717 56338. I want to thank you so much, Peter Anosike, for having that insightful discussion with us. All right, but you will keep it very civil. For me, yes, just about 60 seconds for everyone. Mind what you say on the national radio. Move away from your radio set before you call, and like I said, just 60 seconds for you. Thank you so much. Let's take calls now. Hello, good morning. Good morning to you. Are you there? Good morning. Hello? But I can hardly hear you. Can you hear me? Oh, maybe you call back. Okay, call back, please. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Mr. G, good morning.
Good morning.
Me, I just want to talk about what your guest said, that nobody is better than Peter Obi. It's not like Peter Obi is not good, though. But there are other people that are better than Peter Obi, or they are maybe the same category. Somebody like Bukola Saraki, they may not be running for presidential position, though, but there are also people with better idea too. Somebody like Fashola, somebody like Hambody, we have many of them. Not because of maybe they are not running for president that Peter Obi is the only person that is sent in all of politicians. No, I don't believe that.
Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Hello, good morning to you. What's your name?
Hello, my name is Tura. I'm calling from Nigeria.
Okay.
I like your analyst word this morning. You were God bless you. For my own opinion, why president like to the try outside country? I mean, how many presidents all these people they travel don't come to this country? Every time you are staying live for that country, I mean, president of that country don't come to Nigeria, come visit, or vice, or minute anybody they perform with. If you are performing well, nobody's people go tell you. Now people with the rule, and then go tell you, say, you performing well. Not all these people. That's my opinion, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much for calling. Hello, good morning.
Morning.
Good morning to you.
How are you? Morning to my mentor,
Great.
Dr.
Good morning.
Anosike.
What's your name?
Just calling from my job.
All right.
Yeah, I have a blood part of Igbo. I have a part of Yoruba. And at the same time, I'm saying that it is not only all Yoruba that will vote for this present government of ASHI, present government of indignation, and no future for our children and our grandchildren. Having said that, I want to tell you that the only thing that is left for Peter Obi is to walk his game. Let us know where he's going. We don't know which party he is. No direction. That is only my concern. Outside that, I think he's the only man that has come out. Other people are there. Adesina is there. Fashola is there. They didn't come out. But the only one that has come out. Let him come to the podium as a man.
Thank you.
Thank you and good morning.
Good morning to you too. Hello, good morning here. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Good morning, Mr. Kamejud.
Good morning.
This is Evelyn on the line.
Let's go.
I want to touch on some parts, but in case time no permits, if you come back, we will finish.
60 seconds.
Number one, you say our dear president don't travel out again. I think so. For a vacation. Abi?
Yeah.
So I want to know, does it mean that there is something that is pinching them in Aso Rock that they cannot stay in this country? But anybody that want to do vacation, they will go to another man's land where they don't do and where steady electricity, good road, security, everything they on standby. They will come leave us for a year, make everything just by us. The president, but this one now, so where he go? She won't go find investors. I'll be waiting, won't go find. May tell us so I've been arrested, won't go rest. If they won't rest, make the rest for a year now. Must they fly out for outside the country for everything? They want to go for medical checkup, they fly out. They are sick, they fly out. They want to go and eat, they fly out. Anything they do, they fly out. Why? And that one aside, you mentioned a road accident. I think that occurred in Enugu State, that cleared life of I think up to 10 people, according to you. I think that one is road accident. This road accident of a thing is getting too much. It's becoming too much. I don't know. We go follow water, human being go die. We go follow road, human being go die. We go sleep for our house, and still the same die. Okay, I think this one now is an avoidable death. They can avoid it by giving us a very good road network. Our roads are very bad. Nigerian roads are very bad. That is number one. And we think we keep having these issues with trucks. Trucks are just killing people every day. So I think my own is that doesn't mean the federal government cannot ban trucks from moving in the daytime, because they are killing people as if we have nothing in this country. We are crying about Enugu State. It happened in my state that claims the life of I don't even know the same truck.
All right.
So I think our dear president, they should look into it. It's getting too much. It's human beings that are dying, and everybody are busy talking about 2025, 2027 rather, 2027, 2027. And my dear president talk about we paying tax for petrol where we use my money won't go buy.
Your time
take
is
do
up.
work because of say we dey.
Thank you so much. Hello, good morning here.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
How are you, sir?
I'm fine. Good morning.
Good morning. I am Paul calling from Surrey.
Okay.
Yes, I just want to say that somebody said if your analysts there were saying something concerning Peter Obi, that is the Holy Saint. No, it's not. When those people he mentioned will surface for any presidential election, that is when they are going to see the other side of those ones. At least Peter Obi has showcased himself, and he has seen that, yes, people are criticizing him. When those people, the likes of Ambode and all the rest he mentioned, will surface that they are coming to run for presidential election, that is when you will begin to see the inside of those people, as they are saying for Peter Obi. Nobody knows whether Peter Obi was credible before. But now that he mentioned that he's running for election, you can see that, yes, everybody knew who Peter Obi is. So that is my take. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much for calling. Yes, thank you indeed. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Just let me off my radio. Hello, sir.
Go ahead, I can hear you.
Okay. My name is
Okay.
What I notice is that there are some people, when you are trying to put their head on a road, you tell them, come and see the good road. They will say, no, this because there are people that are really making. Why did I say something? You discover that the Messiah you are still arguing. Now, I'm not video. Now, Yoruba people, I go up with Papa of me. And then you are killing yourself, Papa of me. Now, I swear to you, why can't we take this thing once and for all? Okay, look at this here. I know they can decide to have money. They can take care of themselves. It's something that are written down. They are telling us, look at the way people are arguing. What is going on in this country? I beg, I want Mr. Ticket to answer me. It's a tribal settlement. How can we fight?
Thank you.
How can we speak today? We need to know. This is a tribal settlement.
Appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you so much indeed. If you want to reach me from outside Nigeria, just use the WhatsApp number, okay? Right now. 08171756338. Hello, good morning here.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Kamejide.
Good morning.
This is Nedu from Satellite.
All right.
Please, just want to contribute one or two things. Those people that are bringing Fashola in this matter, when Jonathan was ruling 2015, the same Fashola was saying that if he can be able to have opportunity like just about 3 months, there will be electricity all over Nigeria. So they should remove Fashola out of that. Okay. So they should not attack the analyst that is making that whatever. So what we are trying to say is the fact that let's join hands together and look for a good candidate. But for now, actually, P2B is a good candidate. He has conscience. That's the truth. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for calling. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning to you.
Good morning, Kami Judy.
Good morning, I can hear you. What's your name?
My name is Comrade Oluwafemi Daniel, calling from Igondo.
All right, welcome.
I just want to quickly say one or two things about the comment of the first caller comparing Peter Obi with some politicians. Those people he mentioned, they have all served as governors. How many of them finished from their position that did not have EFCC's case? Only Obi. I'm not an Igbo person and I'm not a sentimental or a tribalistic person. Let me tell you, if Peter Obi has any skeleton in his cupboard with respect to his administration as the governor of Anambra, then this current administration will have nailed him permanently. I can say that with every sense. They will nail him permanently. They will never allow him to see the light of the day again. How come they could not get anything against him? So the same remark the last caller now made, when Fashola was campaigning for the same APC then, he said any government that cannot fix electricity within 6 months is not worthy of it. He ended up serving that same administration also. For 80 years, they could not do anything. So they are not to be trusted. If we are therefore comparing what of Bukola Saraki was talking of. So I made both to say, I'm not, and I repeat, I'm not an Igbo person, and I'm not a tribalistic. I don't give a damn who has any tribal favor. The current administration is claiming to be representing Yoruba. He's only representing his household, not Yoruba. God bless you.
Thank you so much for calling. Hello, good morning here.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Yes, my name is TK. I'm calling from my papa.
Good morning to you.
Yes. First of all, I want to talk about that guy that compared Peter Obi to Ambode and Saraki. Saraki has been accused of money laundering and corruption several times, which he have to settle himself out of court. Then Ambode, there are so many accounts that belong to Ambode that EFCC have frozen some times ago. So those guys can never be compared to Peter Obi. If you go and check, Peter Obi is not collecting the allowances that governors who have govern a state collect. For Saraki and Ambode, still collect. So how did these two, these guys, is incomparable. We can't compare them. Peter Obi still stand as number one most credible presidential candidate as far as Nigeria is concerned. Then finally, talking about truck killing people. I have trucks, but what I think I advise government to do is maybe they will ban truck from moving in the afternoon. Because what those guys do is that the truck drivers who are qualified to drive, immediately they leave their parking space, their staging area, they will hand over the truck to their boys who still don't have that much experience as they have.
Is that what they do?
That's what they do. That is why I'm advising government, let them be moving in the night. If there is any kind of accident, then maybe they will go and face wall or face bush instead of human being.
Abi.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much for calling. I like that. Let me talk to this man. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Jude.
Good morning to you. Good morning.
Is it today? How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Please, Jude, I want to clip one or two things in this morning. Your analysts are spoken well. But I want to give this advice. Anytime he's analyzing, he should always remove tribe and tribalism out of it. Because this particular government we are in Nigeria does not favor any tribe at all. They are only deceiving him if he believes he has more supporters in the Southwest like he had in 2023. He's deceiving himself or they are deceiving him, because a lot of Southwesterners, the Yorubas, they have left him. I'm sure he himself is aware. He should ask his adopted son, MC Oluomo, or his daughter, who is the Yaloja. Let them tell him to his face that a lot of Yorubas are not happy with him. So the man should always take away tribe and tribalism out of his analysis. Let him go straight, like Rufai Oseni do. He doesn't bring tribe when he's analyzing. Thank you. That's my summation.
All right. Thank you so much. Hello. Good morning. Yeah.
Yeah. Good morning. Ekami Jude.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you today?
Doing great.
All right. My name is Godwin Ibe. I'm calling from Agor.
Okay.
Palaswe.
Okay.
Kota, yeah. Ekami Jude. You see the politics of this nation, Nigeria, is very worrisome. I just want to tell you now, you people are saying go and get your PVC. There are so many other strategies that these people will use in, getting this vote, not by this PVC you are talking about.
Okay.
Another thing is this, getting PVC. Can we, online now, you people said you can get PVC online. Can we get PVC? Can we get this PVC online and then vote online? These are all the things that we need to do. We have to vote online because these people will come to the polling booth this time around. If you cannot vote their candidate, you will be lynched or killed. They might follow you to your house and kill you. You see now they are leaving the south, the Yoruba side, and now telling you that the Igbo side, giving you assurance of all sorts that they have already gotten the Igbos more than every other place. What gives you the assurance that this is by voting? It is not by voting. Okay. They know the strategy, and there are strategies they are going to use. So please, these are what I want to say. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate you. Let me read some of your messages now. Okay? Let me do so quickly. This person is saying comparing Peter Obi with Saraki and the likes of Fashola and others are laughable. It's laughable. The only man of integrity in Nigerian politics today is Peter Obi, and if we miss him in 2027, the suffering will still continue. I urge Nigerians to go for the best and forget tribal sentiment. Have a blessed day. From HRH Woko in Oshodi. All right. It's getting clear now to Nigerians that this administration does not have the mind of Nigerians and does not have Nigerians at heart. Not even an inch. With the subsidy removal and all kinds of loans collected, still collecting from people, bank accounts and many more, extorting they don't have it. Shei from Shogunle, thank you so much. And then, what's your name? Good morning to you. Peter Obi is the only clean and free politician in Nigeria as at present. If there is another person, I can join with him, because it's a sin. Senator Natasha Uduaga, period. Okay. Ima from Lafenwa, thank you so much. I would like to speak concerning Nigerian politicians. We as a people should stop this tribalistic mentality. These politicians are wicked and we are being deceived by them through tribal and regional sentiment. But for sure, this government won't spend a day longer at Asu Rock after 29th May 2027. I'm Chukwuemeka from Ajegunle. Okay. Bat has traveled for optant time. Why all these so-called international travels, right? Is Nigeria not good enough for him? Corruption and suffering have overtaken Nigerians. Little or nothing is being done to ameliorate all of that. Until Nigerians do away with this tribal sentiment, religious sentiment, let's come together and say enough is enough. We can't continue like this. God bless Nigeria. Edozie Dean Naji is the one sending that message. And then she too believes in rigging the election of the Southeast with Hope Uzodinma to get the millions of votes he is boasting. But in the other way around, no normal Igbo person can vote for Tinubu because he sidelines us. This is DK from Iba. Thanks. And God bless you. That's what you're trying to say. It's all right. Thank you so much. Let's look at this other message now. To me, it is not all about Yorubas that are it's not all the Yorubas that are supporting Tinubu. I'm a Yoruba man who campaigned for Obi in Lagos as one of the campaign team, and we floored Tinubu in Lagos during the last election. As for me, when the extension is beyond this train in a string, it will break. Resolution is inevitable because we cannot continue this way. Sonny from Lagos sending that message. Olumba is saying that it is rather sad when your guests disparage politicians from other regions on national radio, saying that only Peter Obi is hunting people. Okay, thank you, Olumba. Good morning to you. Peter, I'm also looking for the analysis. Good morning and all of that. Okay, this is my fourth whatever. 40 from Ikotun. Thank you so much. Casey Onoha from Ojo Alaba is saying that it is said, I said it from the one that by the time Tinubu is done with Nigerians, all Nigerians will cry like goats. I like it from one day. Thank you, Casey from Ojo Alaba. Thank you. Oh, friends, I have to go now because of my time, but I will be back here later by 10:30 to read your messages and take more calls, and we discuss even further. But today is Friday, and we say thank God it's Friday. On Instagram, on YouTube, on TikTok, on Facebook. All right, I am IKAMIJUDEH. IKAMIJUDEH is pronounced Ikami Jude. My name is Jude. Ikami Jude. I love you all so much. I'll see you again later. Thank God it's Friday.
You are tuned to the city's